just two of the table long johns here. Yeah. That's fine.
What does that mean?
They're not
filled, are they?
They're not filled. Yeah, you don't fill. That's what I thought. Yeah.
We have no way to do it.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Thank you. You're welcome.
Online shopping, Taylor will be here in a couple of minutes for their pickup. Online shopping, Taylor is on the way for pickup.
Welcome to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone. We're live inside Muscatine Hy-Vee on 2nd Avenue in Muscatine. Streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Now, here's Tony Tone.
Well, friends, today is our Friday here at Hy-Vee Today. My name is Tony Tone. It's good to be with you Thursday, the 6th of June. We are off tomorrow on Friday, June 7th, and then I'm off all next week because I'm moving and unpacking and, you know, doing all that stuff that you do when you move. You open up something and you go, I didn't realize I had that. And then your wife says, put it in the closet. And you're like, oh, okay. Now I have a basement and a man cave, family cave, a small part with my trinkets that I'll be able to display some of the. Now, is this stuff that I think is cool that is really not that cool? I told you that my basement in my current house, I personally had 8 full-size storage containers that were like heavy. I'm talking like, you know, like you lift it up and you're like, wow, I got to go to the chiropractor. I got that down to 3 containers, and my hope is to take some of the stuff, maybe just some of the autographed things from the years in radio that I collected, and get that situated. There's Ted moving. It's imperative that you wear Crocs apparently when you operate a hand cart, as Ted was shown right there. It's all about the Crocs. You got to have air flowing. I will never in my life wear a pair of Crocs. I'll tell you that right now. It ain't gonna happen. Fanny pack all day. Crocs, Jean shorts, the jury's out. But Crocs, I can't do it. I'm anti-Croc. For my kids, they hit the lamppost. Now, I'm not saying it's touching the lampposts, but look at how low that is. Like, at first I was like, is that a spaceship? Are they coming to pick up Cody and Ryan to take them back? E.T., phone home, coming in hot. That is terrifying. And it was just rain. So unbelievable images and some videos on the Muscatine, Iowa weather Facebook page. Check that out. A great resource for sure. Last thing that I'll mention is today is Thursday. We've got dinner taken care of. I don't know what I'm doing with my hands. Let me put them down. Thursday night steak dinners are back here at Hy-Vee. Best steak from the meat department, which is right over there. They work with the kitchen. You don't have to cook. Starting at 4 o'clock, come have a Thursday night steak dinner with us, and we'll get you all taken care of. That is for sure. All right, let's get the show on the road, if you'll have it. Amy Hessel is back with the Muscatine Community YMCA Character Development Director. Because, Amy, even though I will be off from work, I will be so thrilled to work and have fun next Tuesday, June 11th. For the lip sync battle.
Yes, I'm so excited. I love it.
Oh my goodness. So I want to get all things covered on the lip sync battle in just a second, but I would be remiss if I didn't mention school ended yesterday.
Yes.
And then as of this morning, you just told me this off the air, there are 80 students at the Y.
Yeah, or there will be.
There will be 80 kids today for the summer camps and all the different summer programming. So school ends yesterday, and it's just like busy at the Y
we flip
today.
a switch and literally light switch comes on and we are now in summer camp mode. So
unbelievable. So 80 kids is a lot, and I'm imagining, and my son Henry is one of them. Does it range in ages, or is this?
Yes, we have entering kindergarten this year.
Holy moly.
All the way through entering 6th grade.
Wow.
So we have a very wide range. I'm very excited though, because we've now taken, like, we've always had them in age groups in the morning with their science and their wellness and their art. But this year I've assigned, like, they got their groups, and somebody from their group is doing, planning the art and those things. So they're going to be even more geared towards that age range. Like when one person was kind of doing all the art, it was kind of like, we'll just tweak this a little bit. But it's going to be 3 completely different art activities today for each group. And
that's awesome.
So I'm excited about that, because we can have a little bit more variety and definitely have some more age appropriate things, and especially for those 4th, 5th, and those entering 6th grade.
Yeah.
So,
I was going to say, it's such a nice variety of programs available, and then to go from school to summer camp, and I know that everybody's excited, and you're off to the races. I mean, there's no
we don't
downtime.
take, the only time we're off this whole summer for Monday through Friday is 4th of July.
Okay.
So we go from the first day of summer to the last day of summer. So,
holy moly. That is
that's
great.
one of the great things about our program, is that we don't cut early, and then you have to figure out what to do for a week with the kids or even a couple days. So,
well, and that's what I was kind of commenting on. It can be tough when you have kids in school and you know that Monday through Friday they're consistently going to be there, of course, weather permitting, and if they get sick or whatever. But then you got to start planning at least 2 to 3 months before the school year is over what's going to happen with them, whether they're going to hang out at home or go to a place like the Muscatine Community YMCA. And I just want to ask, because, for the person that's going to see this and kind of go, oh, I didn't know the Y had this incredible summer camp program. Is it too late to get involved?
Nope, I still have some spots available.
Good to note.
Yep,
some
so you
space.
can still, I couldn't take 100 more, but I can take a handful more.
Yeah, not 100, but a couple, you know what I mean? So everything in moderation, of course.
Yes.
And a great variety of things that the kids will be doing, that's for sure. You have a sheet with you that's talking about some character development stuff, and I only know that because I'm peeking at it. So that is part of what you get to do.
Right.
And again, we're going to get to the lip sync battle in a minute, but certainly, I mean, the Y does a great job with our young people and helping them be a better camps. A lot of sports camps, basketball camps, sometimes having a friend there, sometimes not, but leaving with several.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And learning and being around different types of people. It has just so many great benefits. We know this.
Yeah, and that leads into the next part is empathy.
Absolutely.
So, you know, the kids need to learn how, to figure out how to have empathy, put yourself into someone else's shoes. Because it's easy for us to walk by when we're angry and knock down someone's block tower that they were building. And, you think it's just one thing, but you have to have empathy for how that child feels. And that's a very simple, very, there's way more to empathy than knocking over a set of blocks, but it's where you can gain probably a lot of times
because if you think about the Y's mission and their core values, it's not just a place you go to work out. I mean, the Y has a purpose for being there, and that's why you have all these different programs and talking about character development and everything else that fits under that Y umbrella. I mean, it is more than just a place you can go sweat it out. We're trying to create better people and be a strong resource.
Right.
What else is on the list?
So responsibility.
Yeah.
And Kids Club is one of the starts to that. Even when you come into a skill building class, you're going to see responsibility. You're going to see having to stand in line.
Yeah.
And I say like toddler games and our 2-year-old gymnastics, it's not about the skill. It's about all the other things that are happening. So learning to take turns, learning to have some patience, learning to hear directions, all of those things, and accepting directions. Like 2-year-olds, in gymnastics, they like to just run around and stuff, but it's gathering them in and having them understand directions and understand those social norms that happen. And so we start those even at, and we'll take the middle schoolers to the movies.
Sure.
And so those social norms and the responsibilities that you have when you go to the movies, sometimes drink and, so it's all of those things are, the responsibilities of that. And the last is personal development. We have to be able to see goals and move forward or see progress. And that can happen even with a 4-year-old art project.
Totally. I see that.
Up to, when we're doing our Ready, Set, Life, where they're actually going to be learning, checkbook management and financial stuff and how to fill out an application. So it goes from all of those. My favorite thing about personal development is we've been doing some of our science battles in the hallway, like in the lobby of the Y.
Awesome.
Okay, so they're messy. So I usually plan the messy ones because I have carpet in the teen center. But it's also a great opportunity for the kids to show off their skills and their knowledge and their excitement. And every time that we've done the hallway science, we have more kids participate. We have parents stopping by to check it out. We have just members coming in and checking out. So the last one we did was how much weight can 3 raw eggs hold?
Oh, that's great.
And so the boys got the 20-pound medicine ball to balance on these 3 eggs.
Oh my gosh.
The girls couldn't. They kept but they were putting it down too heavy. But the girls were able to get 28 pounds of books.
On eggs.
On 3 eggs. 3 eggs.
Wow.
Not 2, 3.
So again, this is just some of the examples of stuff that's happening at the Y. And I love doing stuff in the hallway. It makes total sense because that lobby for the Y has so much natural traffic.
And we just did so Alex's Lemonade Stand, which is a cancer fighting childhood cancer fighting foundation.
Sure.
This kind of been one of our projects for the last year and a half or year or so. And we just it was Lemonade Week. So we put our lemonade stand out on Monday night.
Awesome.
And we raised over $100 in 2 hours selling lemonade and
that's $50 an hour
brownies
in lemonade.
It's
a good business.
So
Jeez Louise.
it was fantastic. I mean, the kids were very excited to be able to see, like how much money they were actually bringing in and stuff, And we just had the lemonade and the cookies and the brownies for donation. We brought in over $100.
That's exciting.
In 2 hours.
That's a lot. Well, and it's again nice to know that the Y is touching on so many different levels and just making people better. I'm happy about all of this, and Yeah, it's nice to have the Y in Muscatine, and I love the fact that the lemonade stand was such a success because that's a great organization. Okay, so Tuesday is the lip sync battle.
Yes.
And all we need, if you're watching, the lip sync battle happens outside of the Mississippi Brew in the Brew Garden.
Yeah.
And it is not karaoke. You are lip syncing. So think of your favorite song, you know the words, and you're just up there kind of pretending that you're singing. If you're wanting to wear a costume, form a group, do it as an individual. Maybe it's a duet, whatever the case may be. This is so much fun. It supports all the youth and teen programming. It is the most fun fundraiser that I've been fortunate to be a part of. I'm looking forward to it. We've had good weather all throughout the last several years.
Keep it up.
Come on, good weather next Tuesday. If anything, it might be the least hot one that we've had. We've had some hot lip sync battles, but then you get the shade. How are you feeling ahead of the lip sync battle June 11th?
So we could still definitely use some corporate battles.
Okay, corporate battles,
so,
gotcha.
You know, if you're the car dealership out there or the bank out there watching, you know, get your group together. We could use some corporate battles.
Okay.
I mean, we have room from our family and our youth battles and our adult battles and our corporate battles.
Okay.
So, you know, I'm going to look great.
Oh,
but,
you have it figured out, yes.
But I am not real. I'm going to be struggling this song.
That's
I'm going to
okay.
probably just be standing up there going,
yeah, you can
I
just
love
pretend
you.
nobody would know if you don't know all the words. That's the best part about lip syncing. You just look like you know what you're saying. And then
but I'm going to look great. I'm going to look the part.
And that's half of the fun. So if you're watching, and again, you want to participate as an individual or as a group or with your coworkers and on behalf
family.
of your organization,
I know that
family battles are fun.
Yeah, so we got some kids going. I know we have a family, mom, dad, and middle schooler. So
I hope that somebody's doing Baby Shark. And I don't know yet.
Got that in.
Then maybe it'll be my boys that'll do Baby Shark.
I called her yesterday, and
that's good.
she is.
She's ready to go.
She's on board again.
Oh, it's so great. This is such a good time. I'm telling you. And even at the very least, if you're like, I could never do that type of performance, come to the Brew and Eat.
Come to the Brew and Eat and enjoy the show because it is really a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And, you know, if you've come before, you know that it's a lot of fun with it.
Sure.
And it does, when you're there, you're like, oh, well, I can do that. And then we'll certainly get you on the stage if you're ready then that day.
Yeah, we always have people night of that are like, yeah, I think I want to do that because they understand that it helps a good cause.
Yes.
I mentioned eating and drinking Tuesday the 11th at the Brew because they're giving a portion of sales.
20%.
20% back to the Y for the youth and teen programs that night. Some silent auction items. It was on my list of things to ask you about. I know that we've talked about this a little bit in the past, some pictures from previous battles.
Yes.
Silent auction always is fun from like a giant thing of scratch-off lottery tickets.
Yes, and we will have that again.
Oh, that's great. And then up to things like a Y membership.
We have a family membership.
Great.
We'll be on the silent auction. We'll have Chris Gross is putting together a water pool basket.
Cool.
I'm not quite sure what that'll look like. We're going to have a Cubs basket this year.
Excellent.
And then the raffle ticket will be a raffle. The lottery tickets will be a raffle.
Oh, that's good. Okay, I was going to say, I'm like I told you, my mother-in-law was fortunate enough to win that in the past, and it's awesome because you could win a lot of money. And
and if you're sitting at home going, well, you know, I'd really like to donate. I would love to have a photo package in the silent auction, and I would love to have a cleaning, like a one-time cleaning. So if you have any of the those
that's a good idea.
Abilities to donate, we would love to have that on the silent auction. I would love to hear from you. So
okay. So again, reach out on a lot of different ways that you can connect to the lip sync battle, from participating in the battle to showing up and hanging out and supporting the Y by eating and drinking. And then if you had some items that you wanted to contribute, if you own a business, operate a business, know somebody that does, send them Amy's way and get them involved. It is so much fun. These pictures are so great, seeing them from over the years.
They're back again.
Yes. Oh, I can't wait to get the song
two of the
list.
three, and they got a replacement.
Okay. 2 of the 3 are making a comeback. All right, so that's June 11th outside of the Mississippi Brew. A great time for sure. Looking forward to that. Get yourself signed up. Anything else that we need to mention before you go?
So I was going to mention that we have sports camp at the end of the month.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And that's for kindergarten through 5th graders,
Okay.
current kindergarten through 5th graders. And so that's a morning, 8 to 12:30, and we feed them lunch every day, and every day is a different sport. So they go from floor hockey to basketball, soccer, you know.
Wow.
And if it's nice out, we'll get the slip and slide out on Friday, so.
That's my favorite sport is the slip and slide. You're slipping and you're sliding, you're working out.
One year
right?
we had that out, and we used dish soap to make it slippery. So we had a young girl. She put on like water, safety goggles.
Yeah.
And she was going down the slip and slide in her safety goggles.
Oh, that's a good look. I would totally do that.
But, she didn't get soap in her eye then.
No, I mean, you haven't lived until you've tried to like run down a slip and slide and then you totally biff it. Hopefully it's on the grass.
Tailbone,
yeah, right. It's like a passage growing up, right? It's like you learn how to ride a bike, you fall off your bike, you fall off the slip and
what we
slide.
have is the 70-foot long slip and slide.
I never had that one.
No, we had like we called them. We had the banana, the wet banana.
I remember that.
And the sprinkler was a banana, and
oh yeah, no,
and
the
it was
70
like
foot is a
feet.
lot better.
It was like 10 feet.
Yeah.
So you spent longer on the grass than you did on the.
That's basically what we had back in the day.
Yes.
And then you would go right through that ending part and then into the grass. And it was, it's part of growing up. All right,
Yes.
so sports camp at the end of the month.
Sports camp, and then don't forget about the Hawkeye basketball camp.
Oh, we've
is
been
in
talking
July.
about that one.
Yeah,
That's a
and
big
so
deal.
You can get to it from our website, but
Okay.
you do sign up through the Hawkeye.
Yes, that's a big deal. Joe
Website.
Wieskamp was here last week,
Yes.
July 8th through the 11th. There it is right there. You can go to iowasportscamps.com or the Muscatine Community Y website. This is a big deal from Joe Wieskamp to Hawkeye head coach Fran McCaffrey for 7 to 12-year-olds, and as someone that played a lot of basketball growing up, went to a lot of basketball camps. This is an unbelievable opportunity if you have a child, grandchild, niece, nephew that's interested in basketball. And the fact that it's at the Y is a huge deal.
Yeah.
I mean, this is really a big thing, and of course the connection with Joe Wieskamp and Joe and Brett were here, and it was a lot of fun, so I encourage you, get signed up.
And the last thing is our kickoff for our middle school programming. So 5th graders through 9th graders, our kickoff event is 1 o'clock Monday, so we're starting our summer off 1 o'clock, and it's Men in Black themed activities.
Yes.
So, I've had a white shirt in my closet or in my office, just hanging in my office since March. I'm like, I guess I don't need to take that home now. I can wear it on Monday.
You have a lot of stuff in your office, I feel like, Amy. You're prepared for whatever the theme may be. And that's what I like about you.
So kickoff, and then all of our regular programming for our middle school stuff starts on Tuesday. So
Jeez Louise.
Tuesday morning, we're going to start with cycling. I don't know. We'll start with something in the morning at 9 o'clock, and then at 10 o'clock we have our Togetherhood program starts, which is our service learning project.
So great. You are so busy. It's fantastic. It's all online on the YMCA's website for Muscatine. Check it out. You're seeing it right now, of course, on social media. So much fun to be had this summer at the Y, and don't forget about the lip sync battle. That's coming up real soon, and everything else.
Support all of the stuff.
Yes,
that we
right.
were
The
just
lip sync battle puts the fun in fundraiser. To be able to do all of this, to be able to provide 27 hours of free programming and opportunities for kids so that they're not getting into trouble, you got to have successful fundraisers.
Yes.
So look at it that way, right? You come out and need a tenderloin, and you're helping out a good cause. I mean, whatever the connection is, the correlation, we want to see you there. I appreciate your time. I'm excited for everything that's going on at the Y, and the fact that my son is having his first experience as we speak, and hopefully having a good one. I know he's going to have a good one. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
I guess you take a vacation during the winter. I don't know when you have time off with all the stuff.
Vacation?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I take a gymcation around Thanksgiving.
All right. That's what Brett was saying. Brett was saying, Amy, you take a week off whenever you like in the winter or Thanksgiving. I don't know how you do it with all the stuff that's going on. You can't really.
I have to have really good staff.
Yeah, and I think you do.
I do.
I'll see you on Tuesday.
Thank you, yeah.
Can't wait, or probably before then. Amy Hessel with the Muscatine Community Y. Check out the website, get involved, and it's all good. Everything good is happening at the Y. It's a great place. We're going to go to the CBI Bank and Trust aisle cam, and this is going to make you hungry. Look at those donuts. Holy moly. And speaking of donuts, West Liberty Police Chief Carrie Kinmuth watching live on Facebook, calling me out on Facebook, asking if Tony, would be delivering donuts tomorrow to the West Liberty Police Department. The answer is no, because I'm off and I'm moving, and I'm sure that Chief Kinmuth is ready to help me move. He's going to bring the whole West Liberty Police Department. They're going to give me a police escort to the new house. That's a good way to get into a neighborhood, come in hot with a police escort. But from what I understand is this morning we had some donuts delivered, and I think it was JR Trucking, and this is a comment right now on Facebook from the West Liberty Police Department on our stream, celebrating National Donut Day a day early. It's tomorrow. They celebrate it every day. Here's the comment. I'll read it verbatim. Celebrating National Donut Day every day here at the West Liberty Police Department. One of our nice local businesses dropped off a dozen Hy-Vee donuts today. Look at that. JR's Auto Repair saw the post that West Liberty Police Chief Kerry Kinmouth made yesterday, calling me out. He got donuts. He got what he asked for. And Ryan, since we're there, if you scroll down a little bit, I want to give a shout out to Kerry Kinmouth and the West Liberty Police Department. They have some programming. There's Jim Wiggin. I don't know how I didn't see you in my line of sight. He's right there. Shout out to Mr. Wiggin. Good to see you. Ryan, keep scrolling down. They've got a great program coming up with Autism Safety Initiative. This is next Friday, June 14th. We will be on vacation, so we won't be here, but I want to make sure that we mention this Autism Safety Initiative first responder training at the West Liberty Community Center. I'm telling you right now, that police chief, Kerry Kinmouth, he's a good one, and West Liberty is fortunate to have him, and I say that even if I didn't know him, just knowing the things that he does for that community, from the self-defense classes for women to the great police badges and the causes that they support, from Special Olympics to autism awareness, breast cancer, and more. This is a big deal coming up next Friday, the 14th. And we look forward to talking about that. We'll get to the cart cam in a second. I want to get to our next guests that are here ready to roll. To my right, Adam Riniger is in the house. Did I say your last name right, Adam?
It's actually Riniger.
Riniger. And I should know that. It's good to see you, buddy. Thanks for coming on. Ladies and gentlemen, Jason Miller, Special Olympics, the boss here in Muscatine. All right. I had some things in order that I wanted to talk about, but Adam is sitting here with some hardware. Congratulations, 3 medals. Now, did you win all of those just recently?
Yes, the weekend of Memorial Day.
Okay, so we had the state Special Olympic Games in, is it Ames?
Ames, yeah.
Okay, in Ames, and Adam took home some serious hardware. I mean, this is fantastic. So what events did you participate in, Adam?
I did soccer skills and swimming.
Soccer skills and swimming. Wow, good for you.
Won the gold. I got golden.
Nice.
And then silver, I got in the individual 100 freestyle.
That's fantastic. Look at those medals. This is such a big deal for Adam. And then what was the other one for again?
Soccer skills.
Soccer skills.
And another goal is 100 freestyle relay.
Jeez Louise. So I'm telling you, we have one of the best Special Olympic programs in the state of Iowa, because when we go to the state events or even at the national level, Muscatine does really well. Congratulations, buddy.
Thank you.
I'm so happy for you. And I would be remiss if I didn't mention the guy sitting next to you, Adam. Mr. Miller was recognized as, was it Coach of the Year?
Coach of the Year.
For the state of Iowa, all of Special Olympics. There was a great picture that I borrowed, put on our Facebook page. I sent it to Ryan in case people haven't seen this. That post on our Facebook page went absolutely wild. Did you know, Jason Miller, that that was going to happen?
I had no idea.
Okay, so you're in... Where was that? It seemed like it was in a large... Was it in...
So they present that at opening ceremonies.
Okay.
So that's the day before we kick everything off. And the seats in the background don't really give a good representation of how many people are there. So...
but there's a ton of people there.
holds a ton of people. But yeah, there were over 5,000 people there. You know, there's 3,000 athletes across the state, over 1,000 coaches. So to be recognized as one of those coaches is you know, it means a lot. It was an honor to receive it.
And people, nobody gave me a hard time. I mean, the Hy-Vee logo just conveniently in the background there.
Yeah.
Hy-Vee as a company is a supporter of Special Olympics.
They are. They're a statewide supporter. They're a local supporter here.
Just worked out well for the picture. Your beard looks great in that picture, by the way, as it does here. The beard, no signs of going away, unless we raised several $1,000s, you would shave it, is what you told me. Is that correct?
Did we handshake on that?
No. I'm maybe making that up a little bit. But no, so when that moment happens, you just had to be overjoyed, right? And next thing you know, you're walking up to the stage going, wow, I can't believe this happened.
I was scared out of my mind. Because,
really?
Yeah.
Did you have to give a speech or what?
Yeah, so, well, one, I was shocked. It truly is an honor, but I'm not the type of person. I'm really awkward with
humble.
Receiving awards and stuff like that.
Well, I don't know if anybody is good at receiving recognition in front of 5,000 people.
Yeah.
Or competing in front. I don't know how you guys compete in front of that many people, but no, keep going.
And then to get up and to give a speech or whatever is pretty nerve-wracking. You never know what to say because you don't expect it.
Well, it's not like the Academy Awards where you're like, wow, I can't believe I won. Hold on, I have a speech right here. You know what I mean? You didn't know it was going to happen, and then you received that recognition. Had you won that before?
No, it's just something that you get one time in your career.
How many coaches, do you know the number of total coaches throughout Special Olympics across the state of Iowa?
You know,
you don't, I mean, ballpark
it's one award every year.
Yeah.
And they present it at summer games. So I believe it started back in the late 80s or early 90s. What's kind of special for me is that my father received it before me in the 90s.
I was going to ask.
So that's pretty cool.
Wow.
If I were to look at what it was, we'd probably be the only father-son combo to get that award. So
how about that?
Neat.
That's an unbelievable connection.
In Muscatine. So,
in Muscatine, right. We know that Special Olympics has been in Muscatine for a number of years, 50 plus, is it?
Next year we'll celebrate 50 years.
Okay.
So in 1970 is when we started as a volunteer base.
Wow.
With 6 athletes, and now it's just expanded to that. So next year is going to be a fun year. We're going to do a lot of things to celebrate that 50 years, because 2 years ago, the state of Iowa celebrated their 50th.
Right.
And so they had a lot of things for that 50th anniversary, but we're looking forward to our 50th. To come on board 2 years after the state started.
That's unbelievable.
It's pretty, and that's why we have such a good base here, is because the longevity and the community support that we have.
You know, and you're absolutely right, and we're looking at some photos from the Special Olympics Muscatine Facebook page.
This
and
was
that's
from
just
the State Summer Games,
Look at that, Mr. Dickie Vetter right there.
Yep.
You know, this guy, he'll shamelessly promote anybody, won't he?
He
You give
will.
him a sign,
He will.
he's out there, he's loving it. Muscatine is, I mean, everybody's represented well, certainly. And I'm not saying the Muscatine Special Olympics is better than any other Special Olympics throughout the state, but there's a lot of respect because of the longevity of the program, the success, and the amount of athletes that we have competing at that level. When you go to Ames with Adam, I mean, you brought a lot of athletes from Muscatine. And again, I know that there's a lot of athletes that make the trek, 3,000 across the state, and then however many qualify and make it to state. Muscatine is always there consistently, and that's where it speaks to the coaches like yourself. I mean, you're running the show, you have great support. So when you get to Ames, you see a lot of familiar faces, but at the same time, it's about getting down to business.
Yeah, it is.
And the competition and the competitive level is very, very high, as you see from all these pictures, and you can see from Adam's hardware. I mean, it's a fun time being with some friends, but when it comes down to these events, right? Yeah. Everybody wants to win and have success.
Right. Yeah, I mean, Adam and these guys put in the hard work to get ready and to prepare for it. So practices aren't always fun. We try to make them as fun as possible, but we also want to prepare them to compete at the highest level when they're going against these guys. In swimming, there's some phenomenal swimmers across the state.
I can't even
imagine.
So
we want to make sure we get them as ready as possible so that they can get gold.
Yeah.
Is their ultimate goal. But also, when we're there to have fun, because they put in the work, they did hard work. So once we get there, it's all about focusing on your competition and then having some fun.
Adam, how many times have you gone to the state games for Special Olympics? Do you know?
I lost count. Oh
my gosh.
Over 6 times.
That is fantastic. Yeah. Good for you.
Pretty much every year he makes it for swimming.
I was going to say, great. Right. You love to swim.
Mm-hmm. I swam for the high school team all 4 years.
Jeez Louise. You know, I'm not nearly as good of a swimmer as you are. The fact that you're competing in swimming is that is perhaps one of the most physically exhausting sports events that you can participate in, right? I mean, I don't know if people understand that. I never swam competitively. I've just been in a pool a lot. I understand how tired I am, and I can't even imagine the work that goes in. And that's why we've got such great facilities like the Y, which is home for the Special Olympics Muscatine. But that's where the hard work pays off, right? And you get to sit here with the hardware, the medals, and it's really exciting, and it's such a great story to tell. So the state games happen. And I don't know this, so this is why I'm going to ask, and forgive me if I should know this, but are there national games this year, or does it come back next year?
No, it'll come back every 4 years.
Okay, sorry, every 4 years. I should have known that.
Last summer, we went to Seattle for national games, so in 4 years, there'll be a national games.
No,
and then
2022.
Would
it be 2022?
2022, and then 2023 will be World Games, the following year after that.
Do we know where that's going to happen?
So national games, I think it has been confirmed that it's going to be in Florida. World Games, I believe I heard Germany.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Wow. In the meanwhile, it's about being prepared and making sure that come 2022, going to Florida, that Muscatine again is well represented.
Yep.
So this there's a lot of work that leads up to Adam and yourself and everybody else going to Ames, having a good time, coming back with some hardware. I know that we had a lot of other success while Special Olympics Muscatine were in Ames. What happens now? I know that we also had the torch run with the Muscatine County Sheriff's Office, and that looked like it was a huge success. Some great pictures from that on your Facebook page. Where are we at with respects to it's June 6th? What's happening now with Special Olympics Muscatine?
Just kicked off softball last night. We started our practices. So
nice hot day for first
day. So much humid
and
then buggy.
Right, buggy.
So we have 3 teams for softball. Next week we start softball skills, which we have just as many athletes for softball skills as we use team softball. So I figured we have over 70 athletes in softball this summer.
That's a big deal.
That's
a big deal.
So we'll have a district tournament next month for team softball in Cedar Rapids. We'll host softball skills here in Muscatine,
which you'll be looking for volunteers.
Cool. I'll be looking for volunteers. So July 20. Is it 20th or 21st? Whatever that Saturday is.
I believe it would be. I should know this.
I have to look at my calendar.
Saturday,
20th.
July 20th.
Yeah. I should know this too.
That's great.
So we'll be looking for about 30, 40 volunteers to help do stations, lead people around to the different area stations, registration awards, stuff like that. I don't have a hard time getting volunteers for this. But the more volunteers that I can get, the more fun and easier it is for us. And they really enjoy it too. It's a big
for the folks at home that might not understand everything that happens with Special Olympics, they certainly can understand like softball team. But then when you say skills, can you just elaborate on that? Because there's skills that are associated, correct me if I'm wrong, with all the sports, right?
It's a good question. So we have skills leading up to other sports. So if you're not quite ready for team sports, basketball, softball is our main ones that we offer skills for. So for softball skills, for instance, we do stations that are ground ball station, hitting station, throwing station, and a running station. And they compete against other individuals that are their ability level, their age range. And they compete in each one of those stations, and then they're still awarded, so there's still a competition for doing those individual things. And then it prepares them and gets them ready for that next level at that team sport level.
It's so nice to have that, right? So that there is, regardless of where someone finds themselves, especially for folks that would be new to Special Olympics. Maybe they haven't played
the sport
or never
it's
played
perfect.
it. Right, absolutely. So that's where it can be such a wonderful resource to have. And Adam, one of the medals was for
soccer skills,
right? So it's so great to have that and to understand that that you're going to get everybody ready, because you never want to say no, sorry.
Right.
I don't think you probably ever have said that with respects to someone saying, well, here's where I find myself, or here's where I find my son or daughter at, because you know that with the right time and with the great support and the coaches and the staff that you have, that you can get them.
We'd like to say there's something for everybody.
Absolutely.
And we'll find you a place wherever it's at. So.
Adam, do you have a favorite sport that is it swimming? Is that okay, it is swimming. I probably knew that one. What would you after swimming? Do you like soccer or what?
After swimming, we go straight into softball, which I'm on team softball.
Excellent. What position do you play for softball?
I usually play at first base or backstop for first base.
Nice. And then I'm assuming you like to hit. That's always fun, right? Yeah. Yeah. Adam said he's going to hit 5 home runs for me this year. I appreciate you saying maybe. Adam used to work here at Hy-Vee. Do you still work here anymore?
No, it was through a work experience class over at the high school.
Yeah, I always forget how young you are.
Yeah.
You're looking for a job?
Yep, this past school year I work just right down the road from us over at Stepping Stones.
Okay, I like that is literally right down the road. Well, we'd love to have you back here. I mean, I don't know if I can make that decision, but you did a great job when you were here. And again, it's so nice to have you back in the store representing and having had such great success at the state level. Have you gone to the national games yet?
No.
Okay, well maybe in 2020.
We're looking, so when Adam racks up these gold medals at summer games, and he does that for 3-4 years. The more gold medals you build up, the better your chances to go to national games.
And that's the story of Travis Moss.
That's the story of Travis Moss. That's why Travis has gone to every national game since it started in 2006. There's always been a World Games since 1968. It started in Chicago. But there's never been a national games until 2006 when Ames, Iowa hosted it. The state of Iowa actually hosted the first national games.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
and there's a picture of Travis with some gold. So the state of Iowa hosted the very first National Special Olympics Games in 2006. That's a big deal. And you just referenced 2022 happening in Florida, which is great. Right, so Adam continues having success, maybe is afforded the opportunity to go. That's a huge deal.
And also I have more success because back in February, I got a chance to go to Washington, D.C. to meet all 6 of our representatives and senates.
I don't know if I knew that or not. What was that experience like?
Well, it was my first time in Washington, D.C.
I bet,
Which is my second time meeting Dave Loebsack and forgot the senates.
Yeah, I was going to say, so Loebsack would have been there. Was Joni Ernst there?
Met Joni Ernst.
So you got to meet all of...
There's a few new representatives.
Yeah, that's incredible. So you got to talk to them and just encourage them to always keep Special Olympics and the athletes in mind when they get to vote on different things, right? Wow, that's a huge deal.
Adam's a global messenger, so him and his mom, who's his speech coach, got the opportunity to go to Washington, D.C. It's something that Corey and I have done before in the past.
Absolutely.
So when the state office got a hold of me, they said, hey, is this something that you can do again? And I'm like, I've done this so many times. It's like, I'd love to, but I also want to give other people an opportunity.
Absolutely.
So when I reached out to Adam's mom and Adam, they were all on board. And what better way to send your message than the parent and the athlete themselves?
Oh, 100%.
So they did a fantastic job explaining, how important Special Olympics is to them in their lives and how it impacts their lives. And that's the story that we want to tell. And we got to start at the top, the people that are funding us. And I don't know what came first, like good funding or good programming. I mean, they kind of go hand in hand.
Absolutely, they do.
But with Special Olympics here in Muscatine, I think it started with good programming, which helped lead to good funding.
Well, and then when you have that good support and that funding, it allows you to do so much more and to be able to send your athletes and have them be represented and not have to worry about travel costs and all the logistics stuff that nobody ever knows about. Yeah, that's a huge deal, Adam, for you to have gone and represented Muscatine in Washington, D.C., which is an incredible place to experience. I hope you got to see some of the sites while you were there.
Well, it was pouring down rain.
Of course, it rains all the time in D.C. I don't understand that. I mean, the assumption is that it always rains in Seattle. People go to D.C., all they tell me is that it rains. Well, that's incredible that you got to go. All right, so softball just kicked off, rocking and rolling. There's not a lot of downtime with Special Olympics. What else do we need to mention while you guys are here? Anything coming up? I mean, I'd like that we know that skills softball's coming up. Do you have any other opportunities where you need people to get involved? If anybody's watching that's connected to a business or organization that wants to make a nice donation,
actually,
to Special Olympics,
we got you a gift, Tony. We got to make sure we give this to you.
You don't have to bring me anything.
Well, we talked about you need to have coffee mugs. Sure. We don't have a Hy-Vee one. Adam, you want to give this to him? So we got.
Oh my gosh, that is.
These are mugs that are as close to Arctic as you can imagine. So
that is. Thank you. I'm happy
keep
to pay
your drinks
for this
cold
if I can.
or hot.
Are you selling these?
Huh?
Is this something that folks can buy?
They can buy. They can purchase from us, but we're actually going to be giving these away for over the edge grab bags.
Good idea. Over the edge coming up again. Great.
September 21st.
Okay.
Is going to be over the edge. We also September 21st. We actually will be starting football before that.
Wow.
And that's the same day as our state flag football.
Oh my gosh,
but that'll be in Cedar Rapids. So I don't know.
Drive,
I haven't quite figured out how that's going to work yet. But we also started flag football skills, which last year we hosted in Muscatine. We were the ones to develop it, so we're like, we're going to host it and do it here.
Yeah.
The state loves it. They picked up on it. They said, hey, we're willing to support you, and we're going to have it at the state level too now. So now we're going to have a new sport in Muscatine and the state of Iowa.
Originated in Muscatine.
Originated in Muscatine by Muscatine coaches and athletes.
That's
so that's
a
pretty
big
cool.
deal.
Yeah, we're excited about that.
Of course, Over the Edge, folks rappelling down the side of the Stanley building in downtown Muscatine raised a substantial amount of money for Big Brothers, Big Sisters, Muscatine County, Special Olympics, and then helping out the Chamber, of course. There's one of my future neighbors, Quinn Reese.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Quinn's
yeah,
moving?
Yeah. No, we're moving.
Oh, you're moving around.
He told me he's got a pool, too,
He's
so
a
that's
good guy.
convenient.
He's a good guy.
He is a good guy.
Well, you'll be
Marcus
living by
like-
Nathan Paulson, too.
Yes, that's right. I knew that. Somebody
Yeah.
told me that. So some pictures from the first Over the Edge event coming back again September 21st. It's a big deal. We were told...
That's we were voluntold.
We were voluntold by Jason.
Yeah.
That's nice,
Yep.
isn't it?
Yep.
Don't you love seeing
Putting me in the
that?
headlock and
Willie lays and
Yeah.
Jason in the headlock. I almost didn't realize that was you in the headlock.
We go back and forth. The Sheriff's Department's great at raising funds and supporting us. And so I said, hey, we're going to send you over the edge of a building. And I don't think they particularly cared for that.
Yeah, look at how excited they were. No, I think they were really ready to go over the. Yeah, they put their life on the line every day.
They actually loved it. They had a good time.
Of course, I did it, and I was terrified, and it was a great experience. But whatever it takes to support these programs, I'm all in. I will use this on the show. I appreciate this. I love Special Olympics and anything.
You can put a Hy-Vee sticker on the other side and then just turn it every once in a while.
This is the Hy-Vee sticker. This is what it's all about.
All right.
Adam, it's so great to see you again. Congratulations.
And also another fundraiser is this Saturday.
Okay.
It's about 2.5 hours away.
Okay.
Over at Des Moines International Airport.
Okay.
It will be my third time going to, it's called a plane pull.
The plane pull. You pull an airplane.
Yes, a Delta CRJ 900.
Jeez
so
Louise.
They put teams together.
Yeah.
And you can go to Des Moines International Airport to pull a plane.
Pull a plane,
which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
A lot of strongman competitors have just done it themselves, have showed up and done it. The first year they had it, they had the world's strongest man do it, which was pretty cool. But it's all to raise funds for the state of Iowa.
Sure.
Yep.
There's one of the pictures right there.
And so Adam goes and gives a speech and shakes hands and does all those things when he's there. And so is there anything else that you're going to be doing when you're there?
Not really. The first year I hold the flag for the national anthem.
Awesome.
And then after the plane pull, the plane mechanics there are really nice to us and open up the plane for us to get on.
That's fantastic.
Like got a chance to sit in like first class and peek and talk to the plane PA system. Like today we're traveling from Des Moines to Detroit. Our airtime is about an hour and a half.
This is great. Pulling an airplane. Wow.
I think
All right.
Adam has a future in
I was going to say future in aviation for sure.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for being here. Congratulations on Coach of the Year. Much deserved, certainly, and to share that honor with your dad is a big deal. I really appreciate this, and I will gladly use it. And please come back with whatever you need whenever you need it.
Thanks, buddy.
Adam,
Appreciate
again,
it.
thank you, buddy. Great to see you. All right, listen, Special Olympics Muscatine, big supporter, and you can get involved in a lot of ways as well. Please consider reaching out through the WISE website or Special Olympics Muscatine on Facebook. All right, Cody, we're going to go to the cart cam, and then we're going to talk quickly to Hy-Vee Bakery Manager Jake Hardman in just a second, because we've got this ridiculous deal on these glazed donuts. They're frying, I don't even know how many of them, a couple thousand glazed donuts. Today, Thursday, you could get 12 glazed donuts for $5. Tomorrow, on Friday, you could get 12 glazed donuts for $3.99. And here's the best part about that. On Friday, you're going to be able to get those 12 donuts starting at 6 a.m. out in front of the store, and it's going to be wonderful. You could drive up, get 12 glazed donuts, $3.99. Tomorrow, of course, June 7th, National Donut Day. Jake and the crew are celebrating in a big way. And here goes Cody with that Toyota of Muscatine cart camera. There's Jake making his way on over. He's got a good-looking display of glazed donuts, and he's ready to come on the show. In the meanwhile, Cody with the cart cam showing you that donut case. All of the donuts in the case here at Hy-Vee using the GoldenEye scope. As you can see, all of those donuts fried fresh every single day by hand. The great selection of donuts. Hy-Vee choosing to bring the frying of the donuts back into the stores just a couple of years ago. It is a huge deal. It was a big bet, and it's a bet that has paid off tenfold, I would say. And when you do something like 12 glazed donuts for $5 and then 12 glazed donuts for $3.99 tomorrow, holy smokes. All right, let's come to the set if we could. And we don't even need to show Jake or I, because that is the pièce de resistance, if you'll have it. Jake Hardman, Hy-Vee Bakery Manager. How many donuts are right here?
There's a few.
A few, yeah. It looks like a cake.
Make it look good.
You are definitely no stranger to good presentation. How many Now, I told the guys, I don't even know if it was on the show or off the show, it seems like every day in the afternoon we're prepping the donut dough, and maybe that's a bag or two.
Yeah, we normally do about 2.5 bags a day.
And that's how big of a bag of flour or whatever mix?
75 pounds of dough per bag.
Okay, so how many are they doing today?
Today we're doing 20, and we've been doing backing up and backing up. We're shooting for 700 dozen, so over 8,000 rings.
Holy moly, so 8,000 glazed donuts. That's a great deal, and National Donut Day, of course, tomorrow. Then you decide. So Hy-Vee says 12 glazed donuts, $5. Jake goes, well, if National Donut Day is on Friday, we're going to go $3.99. That is the cheapest price that they have ever been.
Yeah. That's a hot deal.
It's an unbelievable deal. And then the thought of being able to drive, if I may, to be able, they just feel, I mean, they're so fluffy. It's like picking up myself. To be able to drive up tomorrow starting at 6 a.m., not even have to get out of your car. Have we ever done this?
No, we've never done that before. We're going to give it a shot. And I mean, with this hot of a deal, making it that easy, I mean, drive on up, pick up a couple dozen, take them to work with you. Doesn't get any easier than that.
No, and you know the thing about these glazed donuts is they're just like a timeless favorite. You know, I mean, this is like that classic donut. Again, every single, just think about this for a second. You see the stack here, and we just showed you the cart cam in the bakery. Every donut cut by hand. From that mixed up, rolled out, cut by hand, fried, glazed, ready to go. 8,000.
A lot of hours going into it, but I mean, when you bite into it, all the
I'm in. Go ahead.
Yeah,
you were saying
all the labor. I mean, it's well worth it because compared to other people that just take them out of the box and put them in the oven or whatever,
it's gross.
I mean, it's night and day different.
It is 100% different. This is absolutely fantastic, and there have been folks just frying these around the clock, right?
Yep. We're gonna run the fryer for like 36 hours straight. Yeah.
Go on.
Yep. It's gonna be. It's gonna be hot back there, that's for sure.
That's okay. These things are so good, and they're so fresh. They're always fresh, but man, when you're cranking out 8,000 of them, you know, I'm surprised Delmer hasn't come over and got one. Oh, there he is. Hey, Delmer, come on in, grab one. Might as well. Well, just, you know.
It was.
There you go. Delmer and Jake, best friends, fishing buddies, golf buddies. Delmer said he's gonna give you some cheese later.
I bet
That's
he
the whole
won't.
thing. No, he won't. These are really good though, and it is such a great deal. West Liberty Police Department had a dozen picked up and delivered to them today.
Nice.
People get really excited about this because they can pick it up and share with their coworkers, share with their friends, share with their favorite police department. It's so affordable.
Absolutely.
Right? And that's just it. We want people to try these donuts because we know how good they are. You and I both know that they're unbelievable. I like the old-fashioned ones.
Those are my favorite.
Those are just they're just great. Everything in that case. If we cut to the CBI Bank and Trust aisle cam, it's right over there looking in the donut case. And since you're the bakery boss, you would know better than I when we look at this. What are we looking at in that case right there?
So those are right up close. You can see all of our Bismarcks.
Ooh.
We got it filled with your regular white cream, Bavarian cream, raspberry, and then as you go across there, you got fried cinnamon rolls, peanut butter and jelly, newlyweds. There's an apple pie one, apple fritters, cinnamon rolls. We got it all.
Okay.
Flavors.
Now you saw how quickly Ryan Broderson stood up to go look at Chad's monitor, to look at the donuts.
He was eyeballing it.
He never gets up unless it's food. Never gets up. It's food, it's donuts. He's up, he's dancing around. It's a whole thing. You couldn't see it, but he did. He jumped up. He was like, "Whoop, what? Donuts on the screen?" Like a little T-Rex. Where are they at? And there's Don Fisher, Cheese Master. Go ahead. Yeah. You can, listen, here at Hy-Vee, we're all working hard, and we need donuts. Look at that. Look at that. This is great. I want this to happen more. People Hi, can I help you? There's Ryan. He's got, all right, thank you, sir. He got pants on today for once. That's nice. Usually shorts, uncomfortably short shorts. All right, so it would be one thing to do, 8,000 glazed donuts. In the same week, how many cookies did you bake? I know how many I packaged. Yeah. How many cookies did we send to our friends H&I Hahn and All Steel this week?
It was over 1,000 dozen cookies.
Okay, so I'm not good at math, but is that...
It's a lot.
12,000 cookies?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
12,000 cookies, 8,000 glazed donuts, and a partridge in a pear tree later. That's a busy week for the bakery. Not to mention, I put in a giant cupcake order for the pharmacy.
Yep.
I had a reasonable number. Steve Graham goes double down, which I did.
Yep.
And the pharmacy here at Hy-Vee celebrating 50 years. Free cupcakes available starting yesterday, Wednesday through Saturday. Made in the bakery.
Yep. Plus,
so
everything else too.
Yeah.
It's finally good weather. People are grilling too. Throw some buns into the equation too.
You got great
good week.
bakery fresh buns to only complement the best meat department, of course. The angel food cakes are still hot. And then the graduation cakes are still
rolling. Still rolling.
Yeah, so the question is, have you slept this week?
A little bit here and there.
Yeah. It's unbelievable. It's a great deal. So again, today, if you're watching this live, it's Thursday, the 6th of June, 12 glazed donuts for $5. If you fast forward to tomorrow, one day only, by the way.
One day only.
So while we're celebrating this 12 for $5 deal through the 11th,
through next Tuesday, yep.
Only one day, tomorrow, all day, June 7th, can you get 12 fresh fried glazed donuts for $3.99.
And on top of that, tomorrow at 4, we're gonna still be frying them fresh, and we're gonna be doing hot and ready samples too.
Hot samples?
Yep.
What is it? I mean, does it just taste different when it's warm?
Oh, dude.
I don't know.
Oh, you're in for a treat.
I don't like talking with my mouth full, but whatever. That's
I like
my
the glaze.
show. Thank you. You're making me very self-conscious. Ryan, I need a wet nap. Or whatever you have. I'm fine. Don't get me anything. I need some cheese to wipe my face off. All right, it's a busy time of year. Wedding season certainly as well. A lot of wedding cakes.
Yes,
wedding
absolutely.
cupcakes. But 8,000. Can we? I know you're busy, but well, maybe Cody could come and zoom in on these. Ryan's busy eating a donut. I just want people to fully. Oh, poor Chad's got to do everything. We have two guys over here. One of them eating a donut. Cody, he's busy. Ryan has his hands full. He's got glazed hands. Look at that.
I mean, it looked a lot better before we had 4 people come destroy it.
Listen,
but yeah,
they still look good.
They still look good.
And they're done by hand. I just can't stress that enough. There are certain places where it rolls in on a truck, and then that's it. But we have people that, I mean, when I say there's a recorded announcement that I did talking about the donuts at Hy-Vee, and I said how the donuts created full-time jobs, and some people think that that's not true, but it is true.
Yeah.
When Hy-Vee made the decision to bring the donuts back into the store, it did create full-time jobs because it takes a long time to fry donuts.
Yep, it's a lot. Like I said, it's a lot of labor. You're mixing, you're cutting, you're frying, you're decorating, you're packaging. I mean, that's a lot of work. A lot of work goes into it.
And it takes a lot of work to eat a donut on regional television.
It does.
And then a piece just fell out of my mouth and hit the floor. So thanks, Ryan. Appreciate you. I take back everything I said except all of it. All right. 8,000 glazed donuts, 12,000 cookies, and shout out and thank you to H&I Hahn and All Steel. Saw a lot of great pictures from people that I know that work for those companies enjoying. One of my friends had a stack. His picture was a stack of our cookies and then a thing of chocolate milk.
Nice.
And you know what? They work hard and they deserve it. And they're on that global level with the office furniture and stuff that they do. We're happy for them. Come in and see Jake and the crew. If it's today or after tomorrow, Friday, 12 donuts for $5. If it is Friday, June 7th, National Donut Day, 12 glazed donuts, $3.99. Unbelievable deal. Drive-through available out in front of the store starting at 6 a.m. Our friend Emma's going to be out there. She's great. You don't even have to get out of your car. You could even call in a Starbucks order, and they could walk that out to you.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
Man.
You're all set. All right, Jake Hardman, Hy-Vee Bakery Manager, thank you for your time. Appreciate it. Now, the thing is, you bring a prop, you can't sell these.
No.
So
Free for all.
Leave them, I guess.
I'm just going to go this way.
Okay.
Whatever happens, happens.
I'm not saying I'm going to have another one, but I'm probably going to have another one. And Cody Chad's in better shape than all of us. I don't know if he eats sweets or not, but I'm sure he can't resist a free glazed donut. Plus, I'm sure that Delmer Coolers is good for another one. So
Mr.
that's
Mooch.
good. Mr. Mooch. Ooh, is that a new nickname? That might work. All right, let's get Jake out of here, and we got a couple things we're going to take care of before I get out of here for a couple of days. Thank you, Jake. Appreciate it very much. All right, tonight we do have a Thursday night steak dinner ready to go. Did I email you the graphic? I didn't, did I? That's okay. It's a steak dinner, starts at 4 o'clock, 8 ounce for $10, and then 12. Anyways, steak dinner starting at 4 o'clock. Shame on me for not emailing the graphic to Ryan. That's okay. It's a great deal. Thursday night steak dinner. We'll take care of you starting at 4. Eat well, and it's a good one, that's for sure. How about in the Garden Center? If you like the fuel saver and you want to spruce up your home, hanging baskets to annuals, perennials, shrubs. You know, they've got my friend Pete Moss working hard out there. Some, what's that called? Mulch, thank you. Go see him, and with every $10 you spend, you'll earn 10 cents off. Spend 10, get 10 cents off. Spend 20, get 20 cents and more at the Garden Center here at your Muscatine Hy-Vee. Great picture of the hanging baskets. We're just trying to save you some money at the gas pump and spruce up your home. Don't miss out on that. Now, also exciting, if you go to the Facebook page, Ryan, starting yesterday and continuing today and for several days, all of the outdoor patio furniture, sets, tables, chairs, 20% off. 20% off everything you can see right there. It's all conveniently located out in front of the store. If you scroll through those pictures, I'll show you what I kind of have my eye on, unless somebody wants to beat me to the punch and buy it. There's like, first of all, by the way, I like that set. Those chairs, they're kind of like cool looking, and they're comfortable. And I'm a big person, and I have sat in those, and they're nice. I don't know if we need them, but I want to buy them. If we go through maybe the next picture, there's a sectional, one more. That's a nice little set too. Right there! Put that on your deck. Outdoor sectional, that little one, the like footrest thing in the middle, some storage as well. That is all 20% off, whether you need a chair or two or an entire set. Save 20% off. That's a good deal here at the Hy-Vee. We talked almost ad nauseum about these glazed donuts. Choking on one right now. So come and get a 12-pack of glazed donuts for $5, or tomorrow on Friday for $3.99. It's just fantastic. Don't miss out on that. I believe we have the Fuel Saver flyer that started on Wednesday off of the Hy-Vee Facebook page. If you bought everything on the flyer, you would save $1, if I did the math right, $1.41 off per gallon. This is great. Some good deals on there in all the different departments throughout the store, from seafood to the bakery to some meatballs. Meatballs. And then cottage cheese is on there. Stop zooming in on the meatballs, Ryan. There's a lot of other items on there. Some ribs and some other stuff. There's a whole other flyer side there. There we go. Shredded lettuce, bakery fresh buns. Thank you. Personal pizzas. And if you scroll up a little bit, sometimes I think Ryan goes slow on purpose because he knows that I don't have it all memorized, and he likes to see me sweat. Pork loin, back ribs, and how about that one, 25 cents off some allergy pills if you are dealing with some allergies. We can help you out. Did we have a job board since we're not here tomorrow? Did we get a bonus one sent to us? Okay, well, listen, Team Staffing, they participated in a great event yesterday because Team Staffing has different locations. Of course, we deal with Team Staffing in Muscatine, 109 Lake Park Boulevard across from Happy Joe's. Over 100 jobs available. Maybe one of those jobs is sampling donuts. I don't know. I mean, look at the size of these things. Just for scale, just for the sake of scale, look at this. Those are huge. These are great. I mean, honestly, if you think about it this way, these donuts created jobs. So people have jobs to take care of donuts every day, and you can take advantage of this deal. Jim Simmons walking by, super pumped. 12 donuts, $5. 12 donuts, $3.99 tomorrow. Okay, I'm gonna put that one there just in case, and that one can stay there. All right, I want to say thank you. I have to move my donut because it's covering my paper. There's our friends at Team Staffing, Muscatine's Facebook page. I want to say thank you to our guests for joining the show today. That would be Amy Hessel, the Character Development Director with the Muscatine Community YMCA. Next Tuesday, June 11th, is the annual Lip Sync Battle fundraiser outside of the Mississippi Brew. Good opportunity to support the Muscatine Community Y youth and teen programs. Come out, eat dinner. 20% of all food and drink sales donated to the Y. In addition to that, the Lip Sync Battle. Lip syncing along to a song. There's like a $10 entry fee, but it's all for a good cause. Silent auction items as well. It'll be fun. Thanks to Jason Miller and Adam Rininger with Special Olympics Muscatine. Jason Miller named Iowa Special Olympics Coach of the Year. Big deal. Muscatine Special Olympics, as Jason told us this morning, ready to celebrate their 50th anniversary next year in 2020, and we look forward to playing a small role in honoring and celebrating with them. I want to read a comment off of Facebook from the West Liberty Police Department. Thanks for the shout out, Tony. We would love to help you move. However, even in the 4th safest city in Iowa, we think we're number one. Crime never takes a day off. We love our Hy-Vee power rings delivered today by JRs. And Melody says, good luck with the move. Right. So, I'm off tomorrow on June 7th, and my wife and my children and I are ready for the next chapter of our lives here in Muscatine, which is a different house. We keep creating human beings, and we need more room. So we're looking forward to that. And shout out to Sam that's buying our house and the Sam that is selling us her house. So we look forward to that, and we look forward to having you back here with Hy-Vee Today show starting on Monday, June 17th. In the meanwhile, catch the replays on Muscatine Power and Water Cable Channel 5. We say thanks to CBI Bank and Trust for the aisle cam, Toyota of Muscatine for the cart cam, and Team Staffing for the job board. Today we commemorate D-Day happening on June 6th, 1944. Today's also National Higher Education Day, National Eyewear Day. I got some eyewear on. Yo-Yo Day. Ryan Broderson, you had to have had a yo-yo when you were growing up, yeah. They were so popular when I was in 7th grade. People would do like the walk the dog. I could never do any of that. It's National Drive-In Movie Day. Going to a drive-in movie sounds fun. National Gardening Exercise Day. Just lifting mulch makes me sweat thinking about it. And it's National Applesauce Day. But more importantly, glazed donuts on sale, ready to go here at the Hy-Vee. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I'll see y'all in a couple of days. And hopefully I'll have a luscious beard since I won't have to worry about shaving with all of these days off that I have. And we look forward to having a little bit of a break in the action and getting back down to business with Hy-Vee Today. Thank you for watching. Come out and see us. What do you have? Ryan Broderson gesturing like he... Oh, thank you. Right. Is this a little time lapse of that shelf cloud that rolled in yesterday? I thought it was going to be like a video of Ryan Broderson eating a donut, but that is unbelievable. Look at how low that is, y'all. You never know what the weather is going to be like in Iowa. That is just astounding. All right, everybody, take care. We will see you soon. Thank you for watching. Come eat some glazed donuts, or we'll have to handle them ourselves, I guess. And yes, I know they're not keto, but you know what? Everything in moderation. All right, that's it. Goodbye.
You're watching Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone.
Be very, very quiet while hunting wabbits.
We'll do it again tomorrow with more local guests from in and around the Muscatine community.
I'm trying to emote for the play that the alumni are putting on in Wilton this Friday, Saturday.
Questions, comments, know a great guest? Reach out to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone on Facebook or via email, hyveetoday@gmail.com.